I just wanted to clarify that I know it is a woodchuck and not a beaver, so stay tuned to see how I make these little booklets out of junk mail envelopes. Hi guys, this is Cindy, and I'm back to work on the clue journals, and this one, I have almost done, and last night I was just going through and trying to fill the pockets with tags and things, and I had scraps on my desk, and one of them, I just wanted to show you, one frame, if I can find it, was this right here. It was from an Oklahoma Tax Commission envelope, and I had, it had the fold there, and I thought, that makes kind of a cute little journaling spot. It's got a little design on the front, and you can write inside and on the back. So I just rounded the corners and put it in a pocket. So it got me thinking about using junk mail envelopes. So I tried another one. Let me see if I can find it right here. This was an actual envelope too, and it's the Geico one, because there's Pinocchio, if you've seen any of their commercials, and the raccoons and the beavers. So anyway, just makes me laugh. So anyway, these are all envelopes like this that I just used the fold on, and just put one after another in here, and some big and some small, and just made a little booklet out of it. So, I mean, I know that's not much of an idea, but if you're doing all junk and you need some journaling cards, it's an idea. So like I had this envelope, and I kind of got a lot of blue going on, with the clue journal, so I thought, yep, that would work. So if I can find a pair of scissors, I'm just going to give it a cut like that, cut up the blue, decide how big I want it. And the front part here is a little bigger than the back. That might matter or might not. I don't want one that skinny, so I'm just going to leave the front like that. And then I can go to a whole nother envelope and just cut some pages, I guess you would call them, from the center. I'm just going to go all the way up to that one frame. And this can be cut, in two. It doesn't have to be even. And it does have the gray there, so that's not good. So actually, this probably wasn't a good envelope to do this with. So never fear. I'm sure I have more in my stack. Like here's one right here. Another Oklahoma Tax Commission one. Yep. It's that time of year, isn't it? So just cut up. And let's see if this one's blank on the inside. Yeah, blank on the inside. So that definitely makes better insides for my little booklet. So I can just one and the other. Put it with my blue one. Except I can't hang on to anything. Okay, they're a little small, so next time I'm going for a bigger one. So let's just keep cutting this same envelope. Gotta cut the top off so it'll open up. There we go. So that could be another little booklet, except now I've got, that's the back. So on the front, it doesn't matter that that's not big enough. So, it's just an idea, a crazy idea. I just need something for this journal. So I just worked these up real quick. And I'm just taking my little stapler and stapling them together. And I have another little booklet for one of my clue books. So I could round the corner if I want. Now, since the back's not going to meet up to it, it will only be the front. But there we go. And then, of course, you can decorate it, whatever. So I'm just going to stuff it in one of these pockets and have a little booklet. So anyway, if you were doing like traveler's notebooks that are a little skinnier, it might not be such a bad little booklet. And, of course, you could go out wider, bigger, if you wanted to. Of course, this isn't a pretty decoration, but if you wanted to add something to it, you can make a wider booklet. So anyway, that's just what I was working on last night. So I thought, well, I'll just show you guys. And then, of course, I got a stack of mail today because, we didn't get mail for a couple of days. So I thought I'd just go through it with you guys and see if I can come up with any more ideas for this journal. Now, pages like this are nice and thick, but this really doesn't have much to offer, except there is a square of white there. So I might be able to use that to back a tag, but I really am not desperate for paper to back tag, so I'll probably just skip it. Now this one has got a lot bigger white space, but on this side it's got all these different languages, even Cherokee, which I thought was pretty cool, Chinese, French, German, where they're asking you if you want, I guess if anyone has questions about their insurance or whatever. So anyway, that I think is good for collage. And then here is blank there and blank there, and it's that thicker paper, so yes, that will work. Another envelope, and this one's white on the inside, so it could definitely be used for the little booklets we just made or something else. And this one is one, you know, like a reply envelope, so I think it makes a good pocket. And I just fold it up, glue this side, tuck here, tuck there. This decoration doesn't matter to me. I like that because it's a postal theme. Here's a really big envelope. Got, not sure what all was in it. Looks like insurance stuff. So, anyway, probably, definitely can use the white background, but, and same way here, but I also might use this to store stuff, especially for this journal. So like there's a pocket I just made. Just might keep that over here in this little big envelope. See, that's another envelope I could salvage something off of. Not a whole lot though. More writing, probably nothing, but it can be something you can glue on top of. Same way with this. Sometimes I cut these out just for decoration, but they're kind of plentiful without it. And see the pattern of the inside? That could work for something. So definitely can be used for collage. So I think here was my other collage sheet I had. Now this one is the certificate type thing. You can definitely take some of this decorative edging here and use it on tags. And you know what? I might just cut some of that up and use it on this little blue one I just made. So my scissors, my good scissors, are in my other room. Let me find the ones I just had. And I'm going to sit down, so hopefully I'll stay in frame. One thing about this challenge, I did not choose the right thing because magazines don't have much on mysteries and detectives, and junk mail doesn't have much, so I'm just scrambling around for anything to help decorate. And I was waiting for the chance to have a mini challenge in the challenge, and the first one was good because we get to use a tissue or a napkin to decorate, and I used just some tissue. But the second and third challenges didn't help me any because it was making a mini journal out of envelopes. So if you had a whole bunch of envelopes that were the same size, you could make a mini journal, and that didn't help me any because I needed, and we got to use scrapbook paper and stuff like that on that one, but you could only use it on that mini album, which didn't help me any because I needed to use it in my big journal. So anyway, and then the second challenge was making the little envelope journal, and then the third challenge was decorating it. So I'm hoping the fourth challenge, which probably came out today, has something I can use to actually work inside the junk journal I'm trying to make. So anyway, I'm grabbing anything I can, including this border off this certificate. So, and I'm cutting, I'm sure it's too far, but I haven't finished complaining yet. I just don't think that challenge 2 and 3 was really junk related, making the things out of junk, and those envelopes really weren't junk. They were just some that was left over from, like, if you bought a whole bunch of invitations or greeting cards or something and you didn't use the envelope. So anyway, okay, I'm just gonna run that there. You know what I could do? I could put it on the back to make it equal out. That's what I should do. Also, I should cut that even. Repunch my corner, my front corner. Now I'm going to glue that pretty stuff, and I'm going to use this page here I said I couldn't use for anything else as my gluing sheet. So anyway, I'm finished complaining about the challenges that didn't help me out. It's my own fault for picking the wrong theme. But anyway, it really makes you stop and think and use stuff that you would normally wouldn't use. And in this, what it's all about, junk journals. So Anyway, that was a way to fix my back. And now I've got it peeking through, so I'm going to trim it so it doesn't peek through onto the front. And there's some decoration. I still could put a little on the front too. Y'all want to watch me cut some more? So, I can pass through this bit. I do have some more junk mail I was going to go through. Okay, I'm just going to leave that so you won't have to watch me. But I'm just going to glue that on the front. Okay, some more junk mail to go through. I use that as a glue page. Same way with this. You know, if I was making a glue book, this fold out might be nice, but I'm not. So it's just going to be a glue page. Another envelope with good pattern, good white space. You want to use that. Here is a fold-out postcard. It might have something I can glean. Okay. Now, if I was making a big glue book, I could definitely put this in and have some good flip-outs. Now, these can be peeled off and used to make tags or journaling cards. You can put paper on both sides. I'm going to leave them there because I really like the idea of putting that in a glue book like this, and then whoever gets it being able to peel those off and use them. So that's going to go somewhere else. This is nice because it has blue on the inside, and that is kind of my theme color, so I can definitely use this to make some tags. I could use it to cover these little, you know, I just showed them those if I wanted to, but I think I'll just wait. But I definitely will cover something with that. I haven't even opened this yet. Start the year off right. So it's a big, thick envelope, but unless you wanted to take the time to cover it, and it's really large, I don't really have much use for it. But here is some white paper that's really stiff. So you know what? This and this is getting ready to become a tag in my life. Yep, I'm going to do that. Let's finish going through this. Alright, I have a thing from Dish Network, and it's got a credit card thing here that I can pop out and use to scrape glue with. And not only that, I can use this whole thing to scrape glue with. And I have some, I always never can find them. So I'm going to put them back here. Maybe, oh, I know where I'll put them. I'll put them with the glue. How's that? Put it in that drawer right there. Ah. Okay, another envelope with glue. So, be some more tags along with this and this. And if I need some more white backing, I've got it here on this tag, envelope in this envelope. Here's a really nice envelope, Do Not Bend. H&R Block sent me some stuff in this, and I like the little thing, United States of America, postmark there. I could cut that up. I definitely like the Do Not Bend, so I'm probably going to grab those off of there. And I'm not sure if I'll use them on this journal or another one, so I'm just going to put them over here, maybe in this big envelope. You can't see it. It's the one I just talked about. Maybe put it there. That's something I want to work on. And that's about it. I've just got plenty of these business envelopes around them. And anyway, I'm going to make some tags real quick out of this. And if you want to watch, great. If not, I'll see you guys next time. So bye for whoever doesn't stick with me. I'm just going to cut this, the fold. I'm going to dig out my paper trimmer that needs a new blade. Let's see. I was thinking smaller ones like this. Working on that tripod leg again. I can't get too big because my blue pieces aren't too big. And maybe split this one and have two skinny ones. Okay. Now, let's see. I do have quite a bit of blue there, so I'm just going to cut this and make sure I have been known to glue the white part down. So I'll glue paper out. This will work. Glue. I'm going to cut the corners off later. Things are falling. But for now, I'll just glue the whole rectangle down. anything that doesn't quite catch, I'm going to stitch around these, I'm sure. So let's see. I think I can get 2 there. So turn it over. Here's my glue sheet. I know this is a mess. I got piles everywhere. That's why I want to get these clue ones done today if possible. Get on with things. I don't like making stuff out of just the junk. I really do. I just should not have picked such a limited theme. I should have picked flowers. Because I'd still be working if I picked flowers. Tons of stuff on flowers. Okay, grab this one. We're going to go there. That was all framed. Okay, now put these out, and right now I have hot pink thread in my machine, and I can't remember what she said about thread. I know we can use our sewing machines, so I'll probably have to go back to the thread I was using, which is fine. I don't need the hot pink in there anymore. I was gone all weekend at my parents' because my mother has a quilting frame that belonged to my dad's mother, my grandmother, and we use it to tie quilts, not to quilt them, but just to tie them. So I had made, my mother and I had made 4 denim quilts where every other block is from an old pair of jeans. She said it was 2 years ago this spring, and I'm like, can't be that long already. So anyway, they've been sitting in my house for 2 years waiting to be finished. So I said, all right, January, when Christmas is over, things have settled. Did I get them all? No. I'm going to come up there, and I'm not leaving until I get all mine tacked out or tied out. So I did my 4, and my sister had 1. Did hers, and then we did 2 small ones for my mother. One of mine was small too, so we did 7 altogether. So anyway, one of mine's got pink material on the back of London, so I wanted bright pink thread. Okay, got those cut out. So it's still kind of wet. I'm gonna cut the corners. I never do a good job of this. Doesn't matter how much I try. I miss it. I miss it. Somehow I just don't get it. Alright, that one's not too bad, so. And these are just plain. There's no decorations on there other than the blue pattern background, so as soon as the challenge is off, I can add stuff to them. Definitely going to add the clue cards that came with the game, which I haven't been able to do yet. Let's see. Okay, got 4 tags. And they're all white on the back. I'm going to stitch around these and add them to my pockets. If these pockets are all full, I'll add them to the second clue journal, which I've got right here. I just haven't got it sewn together yet. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm just going to put 2 in each journal, so bye. I have one more idea I'm just going to tack on to the end of this video to using these envelopes that come in the mail, is to make a corner pocket out of them. You can see where I did it here. And all you need to do is look for a pocket corner in one of the envelopes that's white or solid color or a design or something that you want to use. And this is a good use for the ones that have the darker insides that you might not be able to use for journaling on them. So you can use this as a pocket. So what I do is I take my ruler and a pencil and I measure to see how high up I can go. And these work pretty well for these smaller journals because you can't use as large a pocket, and it's not a big deal that you can't go all the way up. So I can go up about 3 inches, so I'm going to mark it. I know you probably can't see from there, but mark the 3 inches this side and then mark it on this side. So one pocket's equal size. And then I just take the ruler and connect the two, and I just do it real lightly. So, you know, when I can erase it later, or if I don't cut it off. Now, if I was not doing a challenge, I would grab some of my decorative scissors, and of course this isn't them. I used the decal scissors on that, and I think I probably shouldn't have. And also, like in the earlier part of this video where I rounded the corners on that little booklet, I don't think I was able to use the corner rounders, but oh well. So anyway, I would just use the decorative scissors to cut that. But since it's the challenge, I'm just going to use the plain ones, and it's an automatic little corner pocket. And of course, it's, you know, available to be decorated. And once you have one done, you can just, for this particular journal, I want smaller ones, so I'm just gonna use the first one as a pattern for the next one. So anyway, just thought I would include that. Pockets for my second clue journal over here. Get those ready, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.